Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I supercharge my Linux terminal productivity using bash aliases. These are simple shortcuts that save you a ton of time, especially when you're working on repetitive tasks. Let's jump right into real world use cases. Before we dive into cool shortcuts, let me quickly explain what exactly is an alias in Linux. In simple words, an alias is a nickname you give to a command. Instead of typing a long or complicated command every time, you create a shortcut and an easy name for it. For example, instead of typing cd //var /www /html/data, so this way you can get into the directory data. So now there is another way to get into the directory. You type cd back and done. You are in the backend directory. And that's your alias. Alias saves you time, reduce typing, and help you avoid mistakes, especially with long or repetitive commands. And the best part, you can create as many aliases as you want for any command you regularly use. Here are some of the aliases which I have been using in my day-to-day life. erlog to display the last 100 lines of the Apache server error message. cd back to navigate to my backend directory. Now let's talk about directory navigation. If you are moving around your project folders a lot, these are gold, like dot dot or dot 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 or dot 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 to navigate between like 1 or 2 or 3 directory levels quickly. cdfe is to jumping into the front end folder. No more typing long paths again and again. Now if you are working with Python, here's how I handle the virtual environments. actvenv, it will execute the command source venv/bin/activate. You don't have to go back to the directory where you have installed this venv. And to deactivate, this save me from remembering the exact source command. Now if you use Docker, check this out. dc for Docker compose up, dcd for Docker compose down, and dcb for building, and shortcuts like dps, dimage, drm, drma help me manage containers and imager quickly. If you deal with containers daily, these are must-haves. Next, I have some regarding logs. So here, if you have to look for a Python file, you can use findpy in the current directory, and tail err tails the syslog and filters lines with error. Instant feedback while troubleshooting. I have also created some handy SSH aliases like sshprod and sshdev. Let me connect to production and development servers with a single word. No typing full commands every time. Here are my shortcuts for managing packages. apt-u updates and upgrades in one go, apt-i to install, and apt-r to remove, all with the sudo backed, no more forgetting. Next, let's go into Django. If you're using Django, Node or NPM, I got you. Run server to start the Django app, make migration for making migration and applying migrations, and nrs to run the npm start script. These are great for full stack developers. A couple of more powerful ones. Here, make cd is a function that makes a directory and moves into it. H shows the command history, a simple one. I use it a lot. And lastly, I have backup data, restore data, which calls scripts I have written to backup and restore my dev environment. It's always good to automate your safety nets. And yeah, now let's try to get into the script which I have showed here. Then backup.sh or restore.sh. and the other ones. I'll go with one for now. Backup. So here you can see that I am creating a backup of the database. Here I have named the database as some data for the example. I haven't given the real name. pgdump some data, then to the file called backup.sql, and then to which system you want to copy, you can give that system name with the username using scp by copying the file. And then if you have any logs like day-to-day logs, that also you can copy using rsync, which will copy the files a bit faster than scp. So by executing just backup data, that will execute this script. Here you can see with the bash and then scripts backup bash backup.sh, it will back up the entire database. And similar way I have created for restore data, copy URL, and then rsrt. rsrt is nothing but to restart the Apache server. You have to type systemctl restart Apache or httpd. So instead of that, you can just type rsrt to restart the Apache server. Now let's check this copy URL also once. So whatever the URL you have given here, it will get that from the user by using this read-p, and then from there we are fetching the host name and then the path, and then we are fetching the date pattern because my log files will have this date pattern in the end. Like if you are executing any script today, it will be appending like 2025/12/6/ okay, I think I gave the year wrong pattern, but yeah, year, then month, then date, and then the file name, and then there the logs will be stored. So to get that pattern, here we are using this one, and then the destination directory to which you want to copy the files. So we are making the directory if it doesn't have the directory, and then giving the permission. Here I have given full permission, but you don't have to give full permission. And I'm changing to the user Apache because I'm using the backend as Apache web server. So if the Apache web server has to access it, I have to give the permission to the Apache. And yeah, there it comes, scp command, I'm defining it here, and then we are getting the confirmation from the user before executing it. So if the user press yes, we will go ahead and execute this scp command here, and then once it is fully copied, it will display the message saying files copied successfully to the destination directory. So these are like one operation which I used to perform daily. So instead of doing this one by one, I created a shell script. Then to find the shell script path and executing it was bit again, boring. So I created this one called copy URL. You just execute that command, it will ask for that. Let's give it a try. Copy URL, yeah. So here it will get that URL from the user. For now, I don't have any dummy URL, so maybe I will give a link of these scripts and files in the bio. You can check it out. And that's it. Aliases are small tricks that make a huge differences over time. You can create your own by editing your .bash aliases file and just run source. And then one important thing I forgot to tell, you have to add this bash aliases file to the .bashrc file. So here, if the file is available, then it is being added here. So to make these changes effective, you have to execute this source, which will bring all the changes to, basically it will reload them. So let me know in the comments which aliases you use or which ones you are going to steal from me. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you found this useful. Catch you in the next one. And if you guys have any suggestion or anything for the next video, please leave it in the comment. Thank you all.